What's up, good people? Today we are going to be talking about the actual things that I must have on my regular casual run. So come along with me today as we talk about the gear that I must have on just your regular short run. What's up, good people? I realized that I really cheese on these intros. I think it's like my nervousness being worked out. But anyway, what's up? Welcome to Miles from India. For my new people to this channel, I am India. And for my returning peeps, what's up? Thank you and welcome back. Clearly, I always have a hat on, and that is either race day, that is usually when I'm out doing some kind of running activity. Hats are just my jive. I honestly feel like hats make me feel a little badass. It also helps to trap sweat because I'm a huge sweater. So hats also help me with this hair of mine, whether it's my natural hair or the little additive. It helps to keep that under control and together. So these, I usually have two go-to / brands or things that I like. So this is my Nike hat. It is Nike. It has a good clip on the back. And majority of the time they are dry fit hats. So these hats are very lightweight, they're very flexible, I can fold them. So my most recent love for hats are the runner hats, RNNR. This is an Atlanta-based brand. However, they have a website and you can get things online. So with these hats, they're a little wider, but I do enjoy them. And more so, I love them because I can do the whole flip up effect to the actual hat. So this makes me look super badass and cool, where I can have the brim flipped up. As you can see, I have to post some pictures of me with my flip up brim hat. I just love these. They're still very lightweight, and you can just have them all ready and together. These hats run $35. So it's really, really good. I love the hat, very well made. I just love this stuff. And they're just really cool people. So, just definitely check out Runner if you like hats, and of course your old faithful Nike. So we always know that when it comes to running, having comfortable feet and socks and shoes and all that is very important because you're putting a lot of miles on your feet. So for a while, I have always been a Balega girl. Balega socks are amazing. This here. So this is my actual go-to brand as well as the type of socks. So Balega has several different kinds of socks and feels. You can get socks that help with they're more compression, more cushion. However, this one is actually the Hidden Comfort brand, and these they're not super thick, but they have a good little blip on the back so that it doesn't slip or slide when you are actually running and working out. Inside, it has an elastic band that kind of holds on to your ankle so it doesn't slide. And these socks really have a really good cushion, but it's not too thick. And they just keep you all the way together. And of course, it's just one of those things where if you find a good sock and a good brand, you just stick with them. All right, so of course, right now it is the summertime. I don't do this every single run, especially if I forget to do it the night before, but a handheld water bottle is something that I definitely do often if I have a run or if I know that I'm gonna be running in the heat. So this bad boy, look, I'm actually a little embarrassed to show this to y'all. Y'all see this? This means, y'all see the little chip here on the nose and right there? Your girl has fallen. Probably 3 times in my running career, I have fallen. This sucker has been in my hand and it has saved me from scraped up hands because I literally fall with it in my hand like this and I fall and it gets this whole scrape on this side. But y'all see that? So Nathan, hook me up with a new one. I done had this thing for a long time. But something that I love about this is that I can put my keys or my nutrition if I'm needing goo or my Martin gels, I can put them in here. This excuse me, this Nathan runs about thing runs about $35. Something that's good about it is that it's actually insulated. So what I like to do is I like to put in my noon tabs or my water inside of this, and I freeze it. I don't fill it all the way up to the top. I fill it about here. And then when I take it out to go on my runs, I put a little bit of water so it starts to melt down. And usually it stays cold for 20 to 30 minutes. I know some people that don't like cold water or cold beverages on their run, but hell, it's hot out here. So I like it to be cold. So that's just a little trick or a hack that I do. And again, I don't take these all the time, but this is definitely something that if I know that I'm not going to be close to home and I need something on hand, that I like to use. So I am a music runner, so I still run with music, and I love to run with music on. I usually only keep one earbud in just for security purposes, so that when something is going on around me, I can hear it. And I don't prefer to have earphones that are super high quality just for the security purposes. There's times that I run with people and they can't hear someone saying on your left or someone coming up behind them or a car, and that's just not safe. So I don't necessarily choose earphones for the sound quality. I usually choose earphones for the way that they sit in my ear, and I can't stand for them to bounce around, and I want them to stay, and I don't want to have to keep pressing the doggone earphone in my ear. So I love these. It is Klipsch, it's Klipsch. Y'all can see that. Focus. It won't focus. I'll post it here. So these are actually on Amazon for 15 bucks. But I love these things. Like, they literally just wrap around my ear. So this is a fun fact about India. I have to have the wrap around the earpiece and inside the ear, because if I don't, stuff falls off. Now, the other thing is, what I found with Bluetooth earphones is that they usually have this little box on the outside. Here's an example. These are Soundcores, which were, I think, $35 or $40 on Amazon as well. These are really good earphones. It wraps around my ear, but this little box here causes it to be a little heavier in my ear, and it basically just flops out like this when I run. So everyone's ear canal is shaped very, the dust right there is that gray hair. Lord, I think that's a piece of gray hair. That's okay, I'm wise. I just don't like for the ear box to be falling when I run. It just, for me, it just really distracts me, and I can't focus on my actual steps when I run if I know that my earphones are falling out or the music isn't where it needs to be, and it's quite frustrating. So I just really don't like to do that. These are awesome ones as well. I'll put the link to these. These are good earphones, and they're not super expensive and breaking the bank. However, they just don't work for my ear canal. So of course, with having earphones, I connect to my music on my iPhone. So my iPhone 11 is something that I take all the time on my runs. It's not only just for music, because there are some runs that I run without music, but it also is for safety and security. So for me, the majority of the time I'm running by myself, majority of the time I'm running in neighborhoods, but I want to be safe, and if something was to happen, I can pull my phone out. But that is just something that I definitely always have to have. Now, on my phone, I definitely have playlists that I absolutely love. I have Apple Music. I have developed a playlist called 242, which is the PR time that I need, is my time if I PR in a half marathon. And it literally is, I think it's like 3 or 4 hours at this point of just hardcore music. And when I say hardcore, I love listening to rap music, dance music, stuff that really has like high beat, stuff that I want to dance to, and that keeps me excited and motivated. All right, so in order to carry all of this stuff, so my phone and all, I have the beloved Spibelt. I love this thing. Love. So the Spibelt basically is a belt that goes around your waist, and it has a pocket, and this band actually expands to pretty good sizes. These Spibelts I absolutely love. They're $20, so they're not super expensive. You can get them in several different colors, and because they're only $20, I have a couple of these because obviously when you're running, well, for me, I'm a sweater. This can get wet. It is not waterproof, so it can get wet from the sweat. So usually I do put them in the washing machine, so they are machine washable and safe. I do not dry these. I just sit it out after I get done washing washing them, let them air dry, and they're good to go, especially if I'm going to be running several times a week, which I usually do. I interchange the two belts that I do have. So I get a lot of people question, how do I keep track of my runs? I have a run. Ooh, Lord, let me wipe this thing off before I put it on camera. I think I have something over here that I can wipe this thing off. Woo, I do. Good alcohol swabs. I keep alcohol swabs all the time. Lord, because what happens with these watches is that your wrist sweats and you get sweat on your arms and it gets all white and chalky, and that's like your sweat dried up. It's so nasty. Let me wipe this thing off before I put it on camera. Embarrassed. Oh well. I've had this thing for several years, so it is what it is. So I use the Garmin 235. I absolutely love this watch. So it can track my sleep, my steps, my miles, my cadence, the elevation. It has a GPS built into it. It also can track my cycle, so it tells me when, of course, you put your data into the Garmin app and it tells you that information as far as your cycle, how well your exercises could be during, just depending upon your cycle phase as a woman. It just tells me all good things. So of course, this is my running watch. I've had it for several years. The price tag on it right now is $235. You can get used ones online. I prefer not to get used ones because I just like stuff brand new. But this is a great watch. So for people that are new to running and don't want to spend $235 on a watch, I totally get it. I don't think I stepped up to this watch until I really started getting into half marathons and fulls. And previously to that, prior to that, I was using a Fitbit watch and I liked it, but I just wanted to kind of step up. So I love this, but this is how I do all of my tracking. And it's very rare that I run without a watch. And I need to have more non-watch days because it's kind of one of those things where they say if you unplug, you kind of run better and you're not thinking about how fast you're going, and it could be a more effective run. But majority of the time, this sucker is on. So last but surely not least, shades. So I am a person that loves to have like my shades and my hat just kind of finishes my outfit. It makes me feel like a badass. But it also, what people don't realize is that when sun is in your face, you tend to, and I learned this from a good friend, Darrell, and I'm pretty sure he's watching, but you tend to shrug up your shoulders a little bit, and it's a tense type thing that you don't realize, you don't consciously realize, but it happens. So I use Gooder shades. These are had these for a while, but Gooder is the brand. And these run $25 to $30. I have different forms. So this one is one of the pairs that I have. This one is more of a casual look, but it is definitely you can still run with them. So the things that I love about Gooder shades is that they don't bounce. They have the reflective shade to them. They also don't like slip on your face. So when you have them, I don't know about you guys, but you see sometimes when you run with shades, they kind of slip down your face. So literally, as much as I sweat, and you've seen all my videos, you can see that I'm a sweater. They don't slide down your face. They don't bounce on your face when you're actually running. Oh, the biggest reason that I love them, a lot of times when you have shade, they're polarized. And a lot of times when you have shades, sometimes you have them close to your face and they actually get foggy. So because you have the heat from your face and then the outside air, these shades actually are so good. So they don't fog either. And I've seen running shades that are hundreds of dollars, and these are not like these. These are $25 to $30, really good, and they're actually lightweight, and they're cool looking, so who wouldn't love that? All right, guys, so that's basically everything that I take on my everyday short runs. Again, usually 4 miles or less. Those are the things that I take. I just really take those things along with me. And of course, what I use for long runs can be very different. How I get ready for long runs, the nutrition and packs that I take with me is different. But for this episode, I just wanted to give you my everyday runs, things that I have to take with me. Really just have to take with me, but have to wear, because we can't forget the hat and the socks, because I told y'all about the socks too. I will drop the links to these products below so that if you decide that you want to purchase them, you can do so. Don't forget, for those that may be new to my channel, I also am a podcast host of the Run Duo podcast. So we post bi-weekly podcasts, and it is about running and different things that are happening in the running community. So check out the Run Duo podcast. I post on this vlog every week, so you'll be able to check me out here as well. So thanks again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Give me a good thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you all in a week.